Alright you guys, I'm going to explain to you Sol Erda Energy as if you were a 5th grader. Let's get right into it. We're gonna make it very simple, okay? So, open your skill tab, right? 6th job. Bam. To get these cool skills, you need 2 things. Remember, 2. Dos. Only 2. You need just Sol Erda, and you need Sol Erda Fragment. These both drop from mobs. The Sol Erda itself does not drop from mobs, but the energy drops. So, what is energy? Energy is, you open this, you click on the Sol Erda Energy, right? And then there you go. So energy drops from mobs. The most common is called Faint Sol Erda. It only gives you 10. So you need literally 100. You need to loot 100 of those for mobs to get, 1,000. So once you get 1,000 energy, you get 1 Sol Erda. Remember, there's only 2 components. The Erda and then the Fragments. And then the Sol Erda is, let's branch down, it's the energy. So there's 2 things that can drop from Grandest mobs, right? You get all this stuff from Grandest mobs because 260 plus, obviously 6 job makes sense. You would only drop it from 6 job skill, or 260 plus. So basically, the energy drops, it's either going to be Faint Sol Erda, or it's going to be the regular one, which is 200 energy. So whatever you loot, that immediately goes to this bar right here. You can just open up right here. You get this energy, and 1,000. Your screen will turn purple. You'll get 1 Sol Erda. You can only loot, you can only hoard like 20 maximum. So remember that. So it does cost a lot. So let's look at this. This is 75 Sol Erda Fragments, and then there's the Sol Erda, which is, so let's review. So 4 Sol Erda is how much? It's 4,000 energy basically. So that's basically how you can look at it. Every 1 Sol Erda is 1,000 energies, which drops from mobs, right? The most common one is Faint Sol Erda. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the screen. You can just save this to your computer, screenshot it, whatever. It's really helpful. I wrote this in MS Paint, so. Now, the fragments are a separate entity. You can loot these from mobs as well, so don't worry. But yeah, basically just 2 things, Sol Erda, and then the fragments. And then remember, the Erda is made up of the energy. The energy builds up into the Erda, and you can only have 20 max. Remember that. All right, so let's say you work like a 9 to 5, you work over 40 hours a week, you have a very busy life, you have a wife, you have a child, stuff like that. You don't have time to grind, basically. There's a solution for you. You can boss. Bossing takes maybe like an hour or 2, like if you do all of your bosses. So you can only get these materials from, hard bosses like Hard Lucid, Hard William, Hard Lotus, Hard Damien, Varus Hilla, normal or hard, both of them counts. Chaos Gloom, Hard Dark now, Black Mage, all that good stuff. The really good stuff drops from like Black Mage, Calling, all that, like the really good energies. So if you are in like an endgame bossing party, you can get fragments pretty easy, or sorry, not fragments, you can get energy pretty easily. So that's nice. And then your final way to get it, everyone gets this, you get a daily quest, you accept it on your yellow light bulb. It is 3,000 mobs in Grandest around your level, so -20 or +20 within your level. Just 3,000 mobs in Grandest. Remember, you can't just do like Arcane River, you have to do Grandest mobs. And that daily quest gives you a whopping 600 Sol Erda energy and then 12 Sol Erda fragments. So remember that, you got to do that every single day if you want to progress fast. And then after you do that, you can continue grinding, but this is just for people who, they want everyone to be like caught up. So it's just daily story basically. All right, well, I think that pretty much covers it. If you guys found this helpful, informative, and insightful, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. It definitely helps me, in the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, I would really appreciate that. That is the way you can support me for free. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.